Hi, I'm Devin Alexander.
Hi, I'm Morgan Carpenter.
And I'm Megan Royer, and today we're going to be covering censorship and the effects that it has on our society as a whole. First, we're going to be starting with freedom of speech, or freedom of press and freedom of speech, if you wanted to talk about that as well. It goes hand in hand. And why this is the foundation for how important censorship is to be unblocked in media.
So I will start off by giving you my personal experience. I was on social media, Facebook to be exact, and I was just expressing that a certain candidate shouldn't be president, and in result of that, I got my Facebook blocked for 2 weeks, and I felt, and it was just going along the lines of like, it's not going to be right. It's going to just make things worse for just not myself, but everyone else, and I felt kind of hurt that I would get blocked for just voicing my opinion on social media.
The ethos part, the ethics part, as far as freedom of press, I don't see a reason in keeping the people from the truth. I rather the truth be out more than actually be hidden, because that only thing that happens is causes more conflict and problems, and that isn't good for the world, in my opinion. It actually will create more conflict as far as not in just our country, but with other countries also.
That's a really good subject, too, because I did research on how there's supposedly studies done that reflect people watching violence on TV, especially children who are pushing 28 hours on average a week in television watching. So they did a study that allegedly showed that with more violent television shows in fictional worlds, it becomes violent in regular world, or in reality, per se, which would also hit as to why media is limiting the options, who is creating the options that are really going to hone in on what our children are watching, what we're personally watching, and the media in general, like news, Fox News, CNN, just to name a few that are usually non-biased and then completely biased. Not to say names or put labels on either one of those stations, however, media can basically influence and is influencing all of the mass information coming into our country from outside the world. To touch base on what he was saying about that, it's limiting us as global citizens. If we don't know what's going on, we can't actively be citizens of the globe or the world that's going to allow us to interject our own personal opinions. You can go based on anything else. Also, we decided that technological censorship through the internet, things of that nature, television, broadcasting, commercializing, consumerism, and capitalism are all going to have an effect on the public interaction that we have as a society. So while we don't know what's going on across the world, we may not know what's going on across our country, or we almost know just bits and pieces of facts that are happening in our country, causing social warfare or civil warfare.
Thank you for your time.
Thanks, Dr. T. Give us an A.